Good morning, guys. I wish all of you are healthy and fine. Please put your homeworks in front of you and let's correct your work. Our chapter is about multiplication and division of signed numbers. Exercise 7, page 116. We consider the number b equal minus 6. I have to calculate minus 2.5 plus b. The first step is to replace this b by minus 6. So I have to write it inside parentheses. Okay, now let's take out this parenthesis. Keep in your mind that if I have the same sign multiplied by each other, then the answer should be positive. If, like in this case, we have opposite sign, the result should be negative. So I should write minus 2.5 plus minus 6, it's minus 6. So minus 2.5 minus 6 is minus 8.5. Now minus 2.5 minus b. Replace b by minus 6, and to avoid any types of error, I have to keep this b inside parentheses like that. Minus 2.5 minus minus, I have the same sign, so it's a plus 6. Now minus 2.5 plus 6, it's the same as 6 minus 2.5, it's a 3.5, and the answer is positive since the greater number here is positive. Minus 2.5 times b. Again, replace b by minus 6, put it inside parentheses. Here we have times. To multiply two digits, two numbers with each other, I have first multiply the sign, so minus minus, it's a plus. 2.5 times 6 equals to 15. So the answer is 15. Minus 2.5 times minus b. Replace b minus 6 and we have minus in front of it. So minus minus 6 can be written as a plus 6. Now we are multiplying numbers. Minus times plus, different signs, so it's a plus. And 6 times 2.5 is 15. Now exercise 8, page 116. Calculate the squares. What do we mean by plus 6 squared? It's multiplying plus 6 by itself 2 times since the exponent is 2. So it's a plus 6 times a plus 6. Plus times a plus, same sign, so it's positive. Sign by sign, then number by number. 6 times 6 equal to 36. What's the square of minus 2? It's minus 6 times minus 6. It's 6 multiplied by itself 2 times with its sign. Here we have a plus sign, the other one is minus 6, so I have to write minus 6 times minus 6, sign by sign, minus times minus, plus 6 times 6 is 36. The square of a positive number or a negative number is always positive. Okay? Plus 3.5 squared. It's plus 3.5 times a plus 3.5, sign by sign, same sign. So it's a plus 3.5 times 3.5 is 12.25. Now minus 3.5 squared, it's minus 3.5 times minus 3.5. Minus times minus, sign by sign, the same sign, so it's a plus. 3.5 times 3.5 is 12.25. Again, the square of a positive or a negative number is always positive. It's a rule that we should memorize. The square of any number, either positive or negative, is always positive. Now, exercise 9. Calculate the square of plus 10. It's plus 10 square. So it's 100 since it's 10 times 10, and we know that if we have a power of 10, I have to look at the exponent and add as many zeros as the exponent. 10 power 2, it means that 10 times 10, which is 100. The opposite of the square of plus 10. The square of plus 10 is 100. The opposite of 100 is minus 100. Okay, now the square of minus 10. It's minus 10 squared. Square of minus 10. As I told you before, the square of any number should be positive. It means minus 10 times minus 10. So sign by sign, minus times minus is a plus, and 10 times 10 is 100. The opposite of the square of minus 10, it's the opposite of, what's the square of minus 10? It's 100. What's the opposite of 100? It's minus 100. Now, exercise 11. We consider the two numbers x equal minus 5 and y equal minus 2.4. X times y. Replace x and y by the numbers, so I have to say minus 5 times minus 2.4, and we should always write them inside parentheses. How to multiply two signed numbers? First, sign by sign, minus times minus, which is plus, and 5 times 2.4 is 12. The answer is plus 12. Minus x times y, so it's minus 5 times minus 2.4. Minus minus, it means plus 5 times minus 2.4. Let's multiply the sign. Here, as I told you, minus minus means a plus. Plus times minus, so minus. We can take a note here. If the number of signs is odd, so the result will be negative. If the number of sign is even, here I have two negative signs, then the answer is positive. Here I have three negative signs, odd negative signed numbers, so the result should be negative. And 5 times 2.4 is 12. X times minus y. X is minus 5 and y is minus 2.4. So minus 2.4 can be written as plus 2.4. Again, we have odd number of negative sign, so the result should be negative. Okay, and 5 times 2.4 is 12. Or I can say minus minus is plus 2.4. Here we have minus times plus minus. Okay, I have different ways to think, and all these ways are correct and lead me to the same number. Minus x times minus y. I should replace x by minus 5 and y by minus 2.4. Don't forget there's minus in front of them. So it's minus 5 times minus 2.4. Multiply the same sign by each other, so it's plus 5. Minus 2.4 is plus 2.4. Or here I can say I have even number of negative signs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 is even, so definitely the result should be positive. And 5 times 2.4 is 12. Exercise 14, the last one for today. Calculate the following quotients. Quotient means I'm dividing here the dividend by a divisor. 12 divide by 5, sign by sign, plus divide by plus, it's the same as I'm multiplying, dealing with signs, okay? So it's a plus, and 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. Minus 12 divided by plus 5. Minus and plus, so it's minus, and 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. I have an odd number of a negative sign, so the result should be negative here. Plus 12 divided by minus 5, the same. Plus minus, it's minus, and 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. Minus 12 divided by minus 5. Minus divided by minus, it's the same as counting the number of negative signs. Even, since I have two negative signs, then the result should be positive. And 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. Please, you have to write the answers on your classwork copybook. If you have any question, please contact me. Take care of yourselves, and thanks for your attention.